Yeah, my leg's wet. Hi, I'm Chris,
Hi, I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Nick.
and welcome to the Valid Vibes Podcast.
Where the vibes are valid.
Because they are real and authentic.
Yes, they are, and that was the first time we did that, so great job us. First take.
Woo. And
All
by
right.
first, he means fifth.
Very happy to be on both Apple Podcasts and YouTube, so if you are watching us on one, make sure you subscribe to the other, and if you're listening to us, make sure you hit follow. That way, every time we release a new episode, it goes straight to your phone. Today, we're going to do Truth or Drink. If you guys haven't seen this before, this is the first time we're doing it on Apple Podcasts, so we're hoping it translates. I have faith, and I think we should just get right into it, right?
Let's do it.
Valid and invalid.
Oh.
We should
Yeah.
start with invalids and then.
You didn't
end
hear
with
the
valids
sarcasm?
That's what we always do.
Yeah.
Start with the bad, leave off with
Yeah,
the good. Let's
exactly.
go.
All right, I'll start with my invalid. My invalid's been a whole week. Like, nothing is going right this week, and, like, sometimes it happens, and, you know, what are you going to do? But this whole week, it's, like, just blah, blah, blah. And so the whole week's been rough, so hopefully the rest of the week isn't rough. We got 2 more days, so hopefully we make the most of it.
My invalid is my time management skills have been really, really bad the past couple weeks. I work too damn much and have so much going on that, like, I just have no idea how to time manage it all. And I'm going crazy.
Yeah, that's rough.
Okay, my invalid is that I was in California. I left early, and my whole family extended their stay. So they're in California. I'm back on Staten Island working, which is just unfortunate.
You'd rather be there than here? On Staten Island?
Yeah.
That's
Shocking,
wild.
right? I know.
We have the biggest dump in the world here.
Yeah, we have, like,
Why would we
3
not want to be here?
We're the borough of parks, and we have, like, 3 parks.
We have 800,000 people in a 22-mile radius. Why would we
Yeah.
not want to be here?
You don't want to go out and see everyone you've ever met?
You don't want to go out to, the 3 bars on the island that we have?
You'd rather go to California?
Just a little bit.
What a
That doesn't
shame.
I guess Nick started drinking already. Anyways, I'll start with my valid because it's probably the most small and inconsequential. And again, every time I come on here and there's a valid, it's always about Survivor. So, Suri Fields, one of the best Survivor players of all time, the best to never win, without a doubt. Probably top 5, even though she's never won. Definitely top 10, even though she's never won. Is currently playing Big Brother. Which, if you guys don't know, the difference between Survivor and Big Brother is streamed live. So I've been taking notes of her gameplay because she's by far one of the best social players to ever do it. And so just getting to watch her on my TV again, let alone have access to her strategy for 24 hours a day, is probably one of the coolest things, I think, to come out of this year so far. And it's just really, really awesome. So I'm happy about that.
I have 2 valids, I guess. The first one was I got a new car finally, thankfully.
I'm clapping.
For all my friends know me, I've been a pain in their asses for God knows how long.
You
So.
owe
It's
me
true.
a
You
lot.
drove today. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, you owe me a lot of miles.
I actually got the new car the day after I came home from Nashville, so that was
Oh,
fun.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
so I left Staten Island for my cousin's bachelor party, came home, got a new car, and then a week later I got into the janitors union. So
Oh, congrats. That's awesome.
yeah, so I'll be doing
Good
that
job.
soon.
Yeah.
Thanks. So those are 2 pretty
you
big
look
valids.
like you could fit the job as a janitor.
I mean, janitor's rough because the pay is good, but the benefits are garbage.
I know, but it's oh, that's good.
I was laughing because it was an intentional joke.
But
All right, Nick, what's your valid?
Nick.
All right, my valid is pretty simple. I had a nice dinner, and then I came here, and Christina's mom made us chicken cutlets, mac and cheese,
Yeah.
and we made sandwiches, and that was awesome.
Yeah, that was gonna be my valid too, but he called it first. I didn't want to repeat
So
it.
unoriginal,
So.
guys.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have a new car, and my week has been shit. Christina's here. She's off to the side. Christina, give your
Shout
disembodied
out.
voice a hello.
Hi.
There we go.
Shout out, Christina. Thank you for letting us on.
Yeah, I didn't think
Again.
we'd be invited back after the first one.
No, I definitely.
She's probably second guessing the decision. Yeah.
it took her like 2 weeks to edit the first one. So
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna start with the questions now because if we don't get started, we could go for hours.
What was the most embarrassing thing you've done drunk?
Ooh. Nick had to deal with the aftermath of this, so he's gonna be hearing it again. It was my after prom. I drank way too much and I didn't eat anything, and so I clogged Nick's ex-girlfriend's sink.
Well, you're
We heard this.
not that
Throwing
you didn't
up.
eat anything, because I had rolls for when we were drunk.
No,
So
no,
I
but that was
gave you-
after.
No,
That wasn't that after I threw up.
no, that's why you clogged it, because you were throwing up bread.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't even remember all of
no
it.
way to
Said
give
this on the
the
last podcast and I cut it out because I was disgusted.
way to
I'll keep it in
give
this time, I
way to
swear.
give the Apple Music listeners, a real nice.
Yeah, well, I
No.
gave him 2 rolls, figuring it would sober him up a little bit, and then I left the room and I came back and there were no more rolls.
I ate the
whole
whole
bag was
pack.
gone,
The whole pack.
which is a Chris thing to do.
Yeah, I
so.
also made a few really bad phone calls that I'm not gonna get super into.
Haven't we all?
Drink them.
Not at that time. Yeah, right. I'll drink to not talk about those.
Anybody else have a story, or are you gonna drink?
Oh, I have a story. The drunkest I've ever gotten. I chugged a Four Loko
Oh god.
on an empty stomach. This is like, I don't know, my freshman year of high school. My
Yeah.
friend who's like 6'2", so he's way bigger than me. I was like, you know what? I could outdrink him. So we both like chugged a full Four Loko. I mean, I finished at the same time as him. I was so hyped. And like 20 minutes later, like it just hit me like a bus. I couldn't walk, so I got stuck in the trunk. And I'm sitting in the trunk, and I'm like just drunk. And like we stop at Roan Roaster to go to the bathroom, and like the trunk opens up, and I'm like I couldn't like physically get up. So did my thing in the trunk.
You threw up in the trunk?
Yeah, but I didn't eat anything, so I just like it was just all the Four Loko.
You went to Rolling Roaster and didn't eat anything?
We stopped for like a bathroom break because we were all very drunk and needed
That's
to
a
go.
bigger crime than throwing up in your friend's trunk.
I was drunk. Listen, you're right. But anyway, but my friend's mom was like, "You're not going in. I'm taking you back to my house to clean you up." And I said, "Okay." So we got back to the house. I went in the shower. I came back out, and my friend walks back in his house.
Oh my god.
And they were like, "Yeah, we couldn't even get into the bar." And I was like, "Oh, that's good." And I was just dead asleep for like 24 hours.
Huh.
Yeah, off one Four Loko.
That's fun.
Never. First and last time I've ever drank one.
Yeah, Four Locos are gross.
No, not for me.
Nick?
All right, so
I know it is
So
it
has
was,
to be, right?
senior barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Didn't eat. Came straight from volleyball game. I just wanted to get there because I was running late, and I don't even know what I was drinking, but it was way too much. I ended up in the back of my friend's car convertible, hanging out of it, throwing up.
Right on the
And-
side.
Oh boy.
Regret.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember after that, but I just saw pictures and videos of me.
The
And
video is one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire
Just
life.
I was
I
literally
don't know
by
if
the
I still
color
have
of
it.
the
I
shirt.
will look after
I have
this.
I have
but
the videos and the pictures.
Oh, I need it.
Yeah.
It literally just slowly dropped. You know, like the old Goosebumps logo? That's
Oh,
what the side of the car looked
Oh
like.
god.
It was hysterical. It was awesome. I mean, not for you, but
No,
it was
it
pretty.
The biggest regret.
Oh, I gotta think.
Yeah, I gotta think about this one for a bit.
Biggest regret.
My biggest, well, not biggest, one of my biggest regrets is not playing college soccer. I had the opportunity to, Division III, nothing serious, but I didn't because I wanted to focus on school, and they gave me a schedule that didn't work. But, like, in terms of like just conditioning and like, probably making more friends at Hunter, like I definitely would have wished that I played more. But also the season would have got derailed because of COVID, so who knows? Would have been pretty wild.
True.
Yeah. So that's one of my biggest regrets, I would say.
I was gonna do a sport thing, but now I gotta think.
You could still do it if that's your biggest regret.
That's probably mine.
Yeah, I mean, not to follow Nick's suit, but my biggest regret is probably not playing another year of college baseball. I only did it for 1 year, and it was like too much like a job
Yeah.
because I like went to school in Brooklyn, so I like wasn't gonna play, and then I like redshirted on, and then like worked my ass off to like start.
Oh wow.
So I was like waking up at like 5:30 in the morning to get to school, like just on time, for my 8 a.m.s, and then practice would be at like 3 p.m.
Wow.
And I was like, and I'm a catcher, so I was like the first one there, and I'd be the last one to leave. So I was doing like 5:30 a.m. to like 9 p.m. days every day.
That's crazy.
And it was awful.
Yeah,
And
it's a long
I
day.
hated it.
You would have to like live there to do that.
I hated like every second of it,
Yeah.
low key. But like, been playing baseball for like 24 years of my life, 23 years. So it was like I have to do it, especially if I love the sport, which you guys know. So
Yep.
Yeah.
it was like very, very, very mentally draining, and that's why after 1 year I was like, there's no way I could do it again. But now that I'm older, I'm like, fuck, I really should have just like sucked it up and just did it.
Well, it's a lot easier to say that to yourself now because you're not the version of you going through it.
True.
You know?
Yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah.
But
All right, so my regret is probably not going away to college and not playing either volleyball or soccer. I think I should have went to get the college experience, meet new people, live on my own, just get that experience.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, what is something that people mistake you for, like a first impression that you wish they didn't?
haha.
Like something that's wrong.
I want to drink, but I want to answer all these
So
questions.
drink and answer. That's what
Done.
I'm doing.
Mike is taking a sip.
Mike is-
Oh, sorry, Apple Music. I'm taking a sip of my
Apple Music.
black cherry white claw hard seltzer.
5% alcohol.
Sorry.
Could you do me a favor? Read the nutrition facts first.
Please don't.
No, stop.
It has 100 calories. One
What is that
serving
voice?
per
Stop.
container.
ASMR. All right, go.
I want to leave.
I forgot the question.
The question was
Oh, first impression.
yes, first impressions. I've answered this on a podcast before.
Really?
Yeah.
So drink.
No, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go watch the other
repeat my
episode.
answer.
Yeah, go watch the other episode.
People have mistake me for being like a golden retriever, like because I let a lot go. I feel like people do mistake me for being like that because I'm just generally a smiley person and I let a lot go. But really, like when it comes to people, especially people I love, like you don't want to fuck with it. You know the graph, fuck
Welcome to
around.
your friend.
Yeah.
That
If
graph
you-
is so good.
If you fuck around, you're gonna have to find out.
The fucking old teacher guy,
Yeah.
he's so funny. No, one thing I feel like that a lot of people, people's first impressions about me is like, everyone always says I'm like way too nice of a person.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like you too, but like, not that like I'm not a nice person, but everyone like always thinks I'm like the nicest in the room or like I'm like that nice guy, which I guess to an extent I am, but like, I just don't like having that stigma of like always being the nice guy. Like no one thinks of me like, not that I want to be an asshole, but not that like no one's like, oh look, that's Novin's, like that kid's a prick. Like no one ever says that.
You wanted to say that?
No, but like I don't want to be like the nicest guy in every room I'm in, you know? Like
All right, so be in
Why?
more rooms with me.
okay, deal.
Wait, do you mean like what Chris said? Like you're the golden retriever. Like people can like, what?
Not that like I'm walked all over, but like
No, what did you say?
You don't walk. Do you walk on golden retrievers?
no, but you said
No, you said like throw things and they like what was that thing you said last time? You throw a ball at them and.
Yeah. Golden retriever. You throw something at it, fetches it, brings it back to you, and it smiles and wags its butt.
no,
Yeah.
it's not even like that. It's just like everyone just knows me as being like the nice guy that like I'll never fuck you over. I'll never like
But isn't
get
that a good
mad.
thing?
Yeah, it is, but like sometimes it's like a Chris too, because everyone's like, oh, like he won't do anything. He's like
Okay.
he's like
I
he's like
understand.
innocent. Like he won't do nothing, you know. Not that I will do anything, but like it's just like
I get it.
Yeah.
I'd
No, I
rather be
got
like
you.
I'd rather be in like
You
the
wanna have a
middle.
little bit of
Taking
edge
kindness
to you.
for weakness.
Yeah, that too. But like I also people don't think I have like edge to me, you know. Like Chris
Okay.
kind of said, like I don't have like the grit.
Okay.
The
but
grit.
like I don't know.
All right. No, you need a little bit more of a carbon fiber.
But I feel
finish.
like
got
no,
you.
but I already have that. But a lot of people just think that I'm only the nice
Graphite.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just drink. My first time trying this White Claw. Cause
Really?
I don't drink
What an
seltzers.
You don't want
uncultured
to answer the
swine.
first impression question?
No,
What?
I don't even know people's first impressions on me. So
All right, so drink
I'm
then.
just gonna drink. Cheers.
What a
Cheers.
clown.
I can't wait to see the reaction.
It's really not bad.
Eh.
It's really good.
Nick's probably like, oh my god, it's the best thing I've ever had in my life.
It's definitely not.
Did
Who's
you?
most likely to
Did-
go to jail?
Wait, can we make that person drink? Whoever we choose.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to go to jail out of the Like, I thought it was like me.
I think Nick. Yeah,
Why?
because I think your temper.
Easily, Nick. It's not even close.
I think, like I would go to jail by accident.
That's true.
You would do something to warrant going to jail.
Yes.
I'll drink.
Yeah, that's like pretty easy. I wouldn't say that's
Like
wrong.
you're gonna be like 30 and someone's gonna say something to you like at a club and you're just gonna knock them out.
Yeah, I can
You're
see
gonna spend a night in a pokey.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bail you out.
When's the last time you cried and why?
That's hard.
I have
Yeah.
to think of the last time I cried.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm like this morning.
I usually just try to hold it in if I have to cry,
Same.
which is unhealthy, but
You know when the last time I cried, and this is gonna sound like a joke at first, but it's legitimate. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And don't laugh, it's
You told me
real.
this.
I
Yeah.
had a puppy.
I shed a tear.
I had a puppy for so me and my family, we've been fighting for years to get a dog. My dad was against it, my
Your
mom
dog's
didn't
a
want
goat.
it, whatever. And so then we finally got a dog.
He's a goat, by the way.
Not the dog I'm talking about.
Oh.
So
Listen
right
to the
before
story.
I have my dog now, Shadow, who he's the best boy. I tell him all the time, all of the dogs suck. I want him to have the biggest head and the biggest ego of all of the dogs. I'm like, no dog is as good as you. But before we had him, about a month or two before, we got another dog, same breed. His name was Oreo. He was Pomsky. And when we got Oreo, he had parvo. So he was home with us for 2 days, then spent 3 weeks in the hospital, and then passed away. So looking at like that, like Guardians of the Galaxy, because it was so centered around animals and stuff,
Shout out Rocket.
out of like, what was it, 2.5 hours?
Almost 3, I think.
I might have cried for at least 2 of the hours.
Yeah,
like
it was
I
so
literally
good.
cried the whole time. My beard was saturated in my own tears
Top 3 Marvel
because I
movie?
didn't want my mom to know I was crying.
Top 3 Marvel
And so
movie,
I
for
just
sure.
let the tears sit in my beard. It was gross, but that was definitely the last time I cried.
I'm gonna drink to mine though. I'm gonna be a loser. So
I'm gonna do the same thing.
once again,
Cheers, Mike.
cheers, brother.
I can't wait
Sponsored
to
by
ask you guys questions. You're gonna get bombed.
White Claw, Hard Seltzer, Black Cherry.
Okay. Any worst date stories?
Oh, I have a good one.
Say it.
What if I can't answer it because I've only been on like one date in my life?
Did it go well?
Drink.
I don't remember.
What?
Wait, what did you say?
Is it a first date or a regular date?
The worst date you ever had.
Just worst day in
This is the
general.
worst date you ever had.
Yeah,
They
I
watch-
don't even date because I'm a loser. So I don't really go on dates. So.
Yeah, I'm.
Like, drink. You should have shotguns to that one.
No, I'm gonna shotgun to the other one.
Don't tell them. Oh.
So the worst date I've ever been on, it was like, I want to say senior year of high school. I went out on a date with, she was a year younger than us.
Say the name so it gets
Um,
bleeped.
Oh, we had a mutual friend who I played soccer with. One of my very, very good friends.
Who?
He's a goat. Bleep 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 bleep.
And so, whatever. It was a regular day. You know, I took her for ice cream. We went to Ralph's. But the whole time I was like, oh, we have this mutual connection. Oh, I think, you know, like we'll talk about it a little bit, whatever. And I was talking about him. I was talking him up, whatever. Like, oh, this is one of my best friends. Yeah. I didn't know that she had a crush on him for 3 years.
Oh,
And so we spent half this date talking about my friend that she had a crush on.
Whoa.
Because I still wasn't in a position at that point where I embraced myself fully, so I didn't really know what else to talk about. And I was so unsure about who I was. And so we talked about just probably one of the worst things. Safe to say we did not go on a second date.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
you drank?
Yes.
Nick?
I'm trying to think.
I'm not a dateable guy, clearly, so.
You're right.
God, you're right.
What, if we're fishing for compliments, I'm not giving them.
But I wasn't. I was telling the truth.
You know what? You're right. See, you did it again.
All right, Nicholas.
It was, what was it? Bet, like the worst day?
Oh,
the worst date
talk
you've
about the
ever
ice
been
cream
on.
one.
No.
Uh,
I'll just drink.
No.
What a joke.
Come on.
Come on, you actually have bad date stories, and it's fun to bleep a name out.
That ice cream one is so good though.
Yeah, because after every date, Nick's like, this one sucks.
Happy birthday, prom.
That wasn't really a date.
Well, it was just the two of you. And you
No, it
asked her to-
wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, Lois and Tony were there.
It was a double date.
Oh, the crazy psycho girl.
Jesus.
Which one? I can't say.
No,
You
you
can't-
have to say.
You have to.
I'm not saying.
Do I know?
He won't say it.
I don't know.
Is it my cousin?
No, who's your cousin?
I don't know. I have a lot of
No,
cousins.
it was just funny because like I don't even know how the date went, but Nick just called me when it was over and
I'll
went,
tell you guys
"Yo,
later.
this fucking date sucks. What the fuck?" Blah, 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 blah. I was like, "Dude, relax."
Oh my god, I want to know. I'm like trying
But
to.
yeah,
wrap my
I don't
brain
go
now.
on dates. Sorry, well, not that I don't, but you know what I mean. Just yeah,
Someone take him on a date. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
that'd be nice. Thanks.
Oh my god. Ready? You guys
Yeah.
good? Ready?
Can we do a
Yeah.
speed dating episode for Novins, please?
Yes. Valid speed dating.
Yeah, you need to get just girls
Wow.
coming in here and
Like
then
real life
have
Tinder,
them-
just
Yeah.
go-
Yes,
yes.
So funny.
with the sidemen and stuff on
I would
that.
love to. I would. You know how Mini Minter does that, even though he's married and he just bombs everything on purpose. I would
so
love to
funny.
do that. I'd be so good at getting rejected. I did it for 21 years. No, not 21 years. Did it for
18?
17 years. 17 and a half.
17 and a
No,
half?
16 and a half years.
Oh yeah, you weren't 17 yet.
Look
Yeah.
at you now, Chris.
And look at me now.
Who would have thought? Not
Who would've
me.
thought?
Okay.
Nick shrugged.
Who's... Wait, did you drink?
Yeah, drink.
Yeah, he drank
Who's
a lot.
most likely to self-sabotage a really good opportunity in their life? Out of the three of you. That was Nick. That was Mike. No, don't do it. That was Chris.
This is
I
too
felt
good.
left out.
This is too
Why
good.
did you do that? You could burp off.
You ready?
Me too.
No. He's gonna throw up.
I thought he was gonna throw up. And he's
Okay.
talking.
I'm kidding.
Okay. Did you guys hear the question?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's most likely to self-sabotage out of us?
Like a really good opportunity, and they will get in their head and self-sabotage it.
Like their own opportunity. I think Mike.
Mike?
Nick knows me too well. You don't really like we're boys, but like, and I love you, but you don't know like the shit I've been through. So Nick
Oh,
definitely
boy.
would say me, and I would
So you
definitely
don't
say
have to
myself.
Mike. You could say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could say it's me or you.
I was probably gonna say Nick, honestly.
I was gonna say
So
both
you
of
both
us.
have to drink. Cheers.
I was also. I was.
No,
I
well,
was
you
gonna
can't say
both of
both.
us.
He picked him.
I can't pick myself.
You just did,
All
and now
right.
you changed it because I picked Nick. No, I would just pick Nick because sometimes I feel like you don't have the patience to let things develop. Like you just want it like now. So I feel like sometimes in that sense, like
I'm building patience. It's called pickleball.
yes, and that's been amazing. But think about it: the first time you played pickleball, you were done, and you had to. You came back like a year later. Imagine where you'd be now if you played for a year.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Did you
guys
drink?
cheers?
I'm not cheering.
I'm drinking yet again. I think the point of this
Oh,
episode
you
was to
voted
get
you.
me drunk.
Chris voted you.
Oh, so we're tied.
Yeah. So you both drink.
No.
Cheers. Yes.
I voted myself,
Yeah. So.
and Nick voted me.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You voted Nick first. No,
No,
you
I
didn't
said
vote
me
anyone.
first.
Okay.
Mike drank.
Mike drank.
2-1.
I'm drinking yet again. Apple Podcast.
Michael Black Cherry. You missed that part.
Oh my god.
Sponsored by White Claw Black Cherry.
Okay.
I wish. It's the only White Claw I'd be sponsored by.
Have you ever been rejected, and how did it make you feel?
Yes, and sad.
Yes, and depressed.
Story.
Which one you want?
Oh man.
Oh,
That's you had to tell.
Can I tell one for you?
Oh god.
I would. Yeah, you could do that. I would love that.
No, you got it.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure I blocked one out. So I'd really like to hear your take on how I got rejected.
Weren't you supposed to go on a date one time and then their grandparents
Oh, yeah,
miraculously
you told
just
us
Yeah.
came over?
Yeah, but
and
that could you consider that a rejection? She didn't say no.
she basically said no.
No, she said not right now, but then she just said not ever.
I'm just not saying my
You
stories.
gotta
So
drink.
drink.
Cheers, Mike.
I love how Mike before this was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not gonna drink anything because I'm just gonna
I'm
say
so open."
everything." Now
Nah,
Mike's
nah,
like
I'm
chug,
not that
chug,
open.
You don't
chug.
want to say?
No chance.
Okay.
Nick's like, I never got rejected before.
Yeah, Nick's like, oh, I'm jacked with a six pack and an athlete. I don't know what a rejection is. Right, Nick? I like how you didn't answer because he knows I'm right.
Oh, I have another rejection story. Yeah, it's not a girl though. It's school.
I was thinking that,
Yeah.
like, school
Oh,
and stuff.
So I went to Hunter. I applied for my graduate school at Hunter, and
Oh, I do have a
despite
story.
graduating magna cum laude at Hunter, they were like, "No, we don't want you back."
Oh, I do have a
I don't know
rejection
why.
story.
I thought I was pretty cool, but it all worked out for the best. So I was really like devastated at first, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my future, and I'm probably gonna be like a psychology major who never does anything with it. But then I went to a different school, and things have been swimming.
So I got rejected from my high school baseball team. Not once, but twice.
He's
Excuse
crying
me.
for people now. Just kidding. He's just perfect.
Sorry.
It sounded like you were crying.
No. Not once, but twice I got rejected from our high school baseball team. And,
Who's the coach?
Tierney. Yeah. And what's crazy, too, is that, my, like, family knew him, too, and they were like, oh, like, let me make the call to get you on the team. And I was like, no, fuck that. Like, if I'm going to make it, it's because I'm good enough.
That's
Good
fair.
for you.
And,
Yeah.
like, I was, like, very against the politics because, like,
Yeah.
it's a very political sport. So there was, like, 130 kids that tried out.
Yeah.
And Tierney just walks out. Everybody's like, yep, we're only taking 10 of you. And there was, like, 20 catches that tried out, and I was the last one cut. So I spent, like, 8
Wow.
days. It was, like, I spent 7 days trying out, and I got cut on the very last day.
That sucks.
And then my sophomore year, they cut nobody. So there was, like, 70 people on the team.
Oh my god.
And I was just never going to play, so I left.
Yeah.
And then I wound up playing college.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, if anything, that rejection gave me the drive to, like, become better at the sport. And did.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
I'm going to just say, I guess, some colleges, because I did terrible in the SAT, and I wasn't the smartest book smart, at least. And I guess just colleges. And that's why I went to CSI for a little bit.
Wait, I haven't said this yet.
Oh.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
What's your biggest insecurity?
If I had to pick just one insecurity, like I'd probably set up like a March Madness bracket. Be like, damn, coming out of the East, we have Fat Tummy.
Oh, my God.
Oh
Do
man.
you want me to go first? Because I actually have mine.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of sports
My height is
analogies for
definitely my
insecurities.
biggest insecurity for sure.
Yeah. You're a short king.
Grow up.
Slay.
Why don't you just grow up?
Haha. Nice pun, idiot.
Dummy.
Don't you think I would if I could? Stupid idiot.
Did you try?
No.
Okay, so you
But-
can't be mad at him if you didn't try.
So if you Apple Podcast listeners, I'm only 5'5", so that should give you a nice picture of how short I am. So
Yeah, and the people
Yeah,
watching
that's
could
how
tell
we
you're
said it,
5'5".
can tell.
By the way,
You
you're
probably
sitting.
look way taller right now.
Yeah.
that's cool. Thank God.
You look like you're my height because I'm
let's
slouched.
keep it that way.
So you don't want me to stand right now, right? That'd be devastating.
Nope.
Alright, I won't
cry.
do it then.
Yeah, and not that it's like a bad insecurity. I just wish I was like 5'8". That'd
Yeah.
be nice. Like if God would just like sprinkle a couple more inches on me,
Yeah, I
that would
got
have
you.
been cool. But
Oh my god, did you guys hear? In the
Sounds-
latest development, there was an upset in the West.
What was it?
who's the biggest insecurity now?
My small biceps lost to my lack of a six-pack.
So you want to be a stand-on
The
douche?
4 seed beat the 12 seed.
You
the
wanna
12
be a
seed beat
stand-on
the 4
douche?
seed. No, why? Every douchebag has a six-pack.
Yes, I think that correlates well. No
Fuck
offense.
you.
Sorry, Nick.
That's not even true.
Fuck you.
I kind of forgot for a second that you had a six-pack. That's my bad.
You literally just said it 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Literally.
but like my brain didn't process that comment when you
Right.
had one.
Nick, are you drinking or are you saying? You should say.
You should say.
I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
Wow, yes.
So recently I just realized in pictures, I feel like my left eye is just a little bit more closed than my right eye.
You
and
finally
it looks
noticed?
Weird.
No, I'm kidding. I had no idea.
I hate the way it looks.
It really doesn't look bad.
No, in pictures I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right.
annoying.
Yeah, I mean that definitely sucks. Especially like sometimes pictures are all people have to judge off of you. So like I understand why that's like
Yeah.
annoying.
Who's the biggest player?
I
Anyone
I would probably say Nick.
Nick, it's not even close.
Only because Nick, I feel like Nick.
What are you gonna say? I'm a nice guy, right? I
No.
don't know how to be a player.
No,
He really wants to be an asshole.
I know.
I really do.
This is my biggest takeaway is that Navins is trying to be an asshole.
Very badly. I can't do it. It's impossible.
No, my thing is, I'm trying to figure out a really nice way to say this.
Oh no! Go ahead. I insist.
It's actually
It's all about men's mental health here. Let's go. Just aim for the fences. Nick's a 10. I'm a 6.
but
It's okay.
but you're a gourmet chef.
So you're
So he's so he's still
Oh,
a
I get it.
6.
I get it. Yeah.
No, I'm trying to. It really doesn't have as much to do with you. I'm trying to think
Oh,
of
so
the best way to phrase
It is
this.
always the other person. You're right. It's never you. You know, like when it's me. No, it's always you.
What if I ask?
I don't even. I'm trying to justify my answer, and I can't because I feel him staring a hole through me. And
I'm not
Nick
gonna feel.
nervous about
I'm
what
totally
gonna
kidding.
say.
I'm not gonna feel bad. If anything, it will be funny.
Do you want me to distract him when you talk?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Guys, people are
Like-
listening, only
like-
what's going on?
Oh, Nick's trying to distract me with his finger, insinuating that I'm a stupid dog. What
Wait,
movie is that from?
can I
Oh,
see
Up,
this?
right? Up with the
Yeah.
Up with the
Mike, you see the White Claw?
right? Isn't that
I
Up
took
with like
your White
the
Claw.
stupid with the stupid talking dog? right?
Squirrel.
What are you gonna do about it? I took your White Claw.
What? I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Nick gets more play.
So we had to go through 5 minutes of Jeopardy music for that.
Yeah. Well, I was.
Elaborate.
I censored. No.
Elaborate on that. Nick has more play.
He's drinking, alright.
I'm definitely
But really,
censoring.
Nick has to
You know,
I'm definitely censoring.
no offense. I
myself.
mean this in the nicest way possible. Nick is very, very handsome, but has no game.
I don't need one.
You don't have to have a game to be a player.
Yes, you do.
No, you
That's not
don't.
true.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You definitely need to know how to talk to girls.
Definitely not true. I had no idea how to talk.
Dude,
to
you've
girls.
been on one date.
What do you think? I don't talk to
Oh.
girls though.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I've been
Personal
on.
foul.
Well, yeah, of course it does. Like talking to girls is different than dating them. I think.
That's very true.
Alright, I do both.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Just because I go out to a bar and I'm hanging out with my friends, not talking to every girl, doesn't mean I don't know how to talk to
No.
a girl.
I
No, but
agree.
I understand what he's saying. You have a very awkward approach.
Sometimes. That's why I don't really
I've done it
approach
with
everyone.
you. What do you mean?
Okay, and what happened? We got their numbers.
We did because we're
And if
nice. We compliment each other
Okay, and
well.
if I wasn't there,
I would have still got their numbers.
I don't know if I agree on that.
I was the one who insinuated it. You were like, I don't know what to do. So I said, okay, we'll take the glasses and get a picture.
All right, so now I have a problem because the first time you said insinuate, you used it in a correct sense, but this time I feel like it wasn't as good of a use of the
Thank you,
word.
teacher.
Yeah.
I was waiting
Guys,
for you to
that's the
elaborate.
only time I've ever been able to use my English degree for good. So don't get an English degree.
But
Let's move on before I punch Mike in the face.
Well, Nick, you have to drink then.
Yeah, that'll be good. If
we
you
don't-
drink, you won't punch my in the face.
we don't condone assault on this podcast.
There we go.
I said we don't condone
You said
assault.
console.
On this
You
podcast.
said
Yeah, I
console
was like,
adults.
Yeah, you
No.
did consult adults.
Oh man, what the fuck is today?
I don't know.
Today's been a blur.
Oh, are you afraid of commitment or settling down, and why?
Yeah, and if all right, I'll be real.
Be real
I've been in a relationship for 5 years. It's been well documented over the course of these 4 podcasts
Shout out.
that I've been on. Shout out Annie. Settling down is scary, not because of the person I'm settling down with. I'm very comfortable, like in settling down with Annie, like because I know Annie's the person for me. I'm the person for Annie. Like I feel good. It's about everything that comes with settling down, like
Like being an
financial
adult.
burden, like
Time management.
I'm gonna have a little me looking up to me. Like that's scary. That's part of settling down. Like there's gonna be a kid
Eventually.
that, yeah, eventually. Not for anyone watching, Annie. Don't worry, I'm not pregnant. You have nothing to be afraid of. Oh, it's kicking. Stop. Mike put his hand on my belly. So
I touched the baby.
So
That sounds
yeah.
so wrong.
That's bad.
I don't get it. I said I touched the baby. I don't get it.
Okay.
And so,
I really don't get it.
and so it's very
okay.
intimidating because there's gonna be a little child that looks up to me, and especially in my line of work too. Like part of settling down is also settling in my career, and like that's scary because like people are gonna come to me for advice. Where like right now I can't even put my own shit together. Like my mind at all times is like a Criminal Minds yarn board, where like it's just
Love
a whole
that
bunch
show.
of pictures and there's like pins and like
Everything's connected.
yeah, but like it's all intertwined and it's all intersecting. So
Right.
like that's scary to me too. Part of settling down. So like I'm not afraid to settle down romantically because I know what I have, and I'm over the moon with it. But everything else about settling down is terrifying, let alone the fact of the cost of houses and weddings and honeymoons and college and all that stuff.
Oh, I guess I'll answer next. I'm not scared of being committed or what was it, the other thing you said?
Settling
Or
down.
yeah, so I'm not.
That's two different things. So like you are in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
But you're afraid of not afraid, but there's a lot.
There, yeah, within the territory of settling
committed
down.
And settling down.
So I could kind of intertwine them together because I'm not really either or,
Yeah.
but I'm not afraid of doing either. But I feel like very pressured by everybody around me that like time's ticking. I gotta get my shit together. Like my cousin's getting married. He's younger than me. Like I have 5 weddings in the next year that I gotta go to.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I just feel like very pressured by everyone around me because everyone's been in like year-long relationships.
Yeah, that makes
That
sense.
like, not that like I feel rushed, but it's kind of like time's ticking. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Because like I'm 26 and like don't have a girlfriend, so I'm like, oh, is it me? Like, am I the problem, or is it like, is it the women I'm going after? Like, there's a lot of variables that you could like think of, you know.
That makes sense.
So for a commitment, I feel like I'm not scared of commitment. I am committed to a lot of sports and stuff, which, like, when I'm committed, I'm all in for it, so I'm not scared of commitment. I'm gonna piggyback off Chris with settling down. Like, not that I'm scared of it, but it does have, like, a lot of things to think about.
Right.
And
Very serious things that
Yeah,
like you can't do
so-
as a kid.
so it's like, it's a lot. It's not like that I'm scared of it, but it is a
Yeah,
lot
it's
to
overwhelming.
go through.
But do you experience the same things I do, like being single at our age? Like, do you feel pressured by everybody else to like chop kind of thing, or?
Not right now, because, like, a relationship and stuff's not the number one thing in my mind.
No, I
in my
agree.
life right
It
now,
isn't. It isn't for me
because
either.
I'm still
but-
trying to figure out my job and what my career is gonna be.
Right.
So that's like the number one thing, which it's stressful. So
But
I
I'm saying,
don't
like, do you feel pressured by everyone around you though, or no?
I've just learned to deal with it.
I
So,
mean, I have too, so I
like-
get it.
to me, it's whatever. I don't even care about it anymore.
Nick, do me a favor. Look down at your shirt,
Oh yeah.
and I want you to read it out loud for those listening on Apple Music.
Don't worry.
That's my advice to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, everything will
Christopher.
fall into place.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
And guess what? Until it happens, you don't believe them.
This goes into the next question that somebody asked
Oh,
before.
let's do it.
Do you believe in what's meant to be will be?
Yes.
Christina's been saying that since
Since middle
sixth
school
grade.
for me, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Look up. Oh, orange sign.
Everything happens for a reason.
oh.
It's my lock screen too.
Look at that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely believe that everything happens for a reason. I think sometimes that reason is just to teach you a lesson. And as shitty as a reason that is, like, sometimes it's just, like, even if the lesson's not one you wanted to learn, that is the reason. Sometimes the hardest lessons that we learn are the ones that we're not ready for, but the ones that we need. So, yeah, I definitely believe everything happens for a reason. Or what it's meant to be will be. They intertwine. So,
I feel like this is gonna be a very controversial answer, so I'm sorry in advance. But I don't believe it like at all, like 0%, like not even like there's
Okay.
you can't like.
Christina's kicking you out right now.
I know. That's why I said like no offense to
No, what do
anybody
you
because
mean?
I know
I'm actually curious.
I know like a lot of people.
No, because it is hard to like. Even though I believe in it so much, like even people have to say that to me sometimes because I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck
So
is
I'm like a very logical person. Like when I think about things, and it's like,
Okay.
like coincidences are like random, right? So like they happen at random, but like multiple coincidences at a time, people will think, oh, like that has to be for a reason. Like all of these things are happening, but like it has to be for a reason. And like, I think it's just a very like, I think it's like a thing that like is not that it's made up. Like I think someone made up like everything happens for a reason to like keep people like mentally on track, so that they don't like lose their minds. You know
For
what I
sure.
mean? Because like if a lot of very serious things are happening to you all at once, you're dying to find the reason why it's happening.
You're drowning and you're looking for a rope to kind of grab.
Right.
And for some people,
You're
that
looking
rope with
kind
everything
of-
happens for a reason.
and you're like the first thing you hear that like gives you hope or like satisfaction of it, that like you're just gonna immediately tie to it, you know?
That makes sense.
But like people don't realize the other thing is like it could just be like random things that are happening to you that like in life you just got the shit end of the stick, really, you know?
I would argue that still through getting the shit end of the stick, getting the shit end of the stick does two things to a person. It makes them or it breaks them.
I agree.
And so it's what it's meant to be will be. If you're meant to be made, you'll be made. If you're meant to break, you'll break.
True, but like basically what I mean by that is like things happen at random like all the time, that sometimes there just isn't a reason for things happening. It's just like
Yeah.
it's
which
just
makes
it
sense.
just is.
It is
You
what it
know?
is.
Kind of like I'm a very big it is what it is person, because like you like
But you ever like go through something or something happens and then a few months later you're like, if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't be where I am right now.
right, but that's like the whole chain of events thing, because like you could also argue the other side that like if something else happened, then like
You'd be somewhere else.
yeah, exactly, you'd be somewhere
Yeah,
else. There's,
Exactly.
like it's
But
like
you weren't meant to be somewhere else. You were meant to be where you were.
right, no,
Yeah.
Right.
sure, but I'm saying that there isn't a reason for it. That's kind of my main just like there isn't a reason.
That
So
makes sense.
like don't go looking for the reason, like
Yes.
trying to find hope.
Well,
Like-
that's different.
That's hard,
Yeah.
If there is a reason, like I feel like you'll know right off the bat on why things happen the way they do. But like don't go chasing the reason as your like scapegoat to feeling better.
Makes sense.
See, that
You
I
know?
don't necessarily agree with.
Oh.
I feel like it's sometimes when things happen, you don't know the reason right away because you're in it, and so
Right,
everything's
that's what I'm
raw.
saying.
No, you
Right.
just said the opposite.
Did I?
Yeah, you just said that if something happens for a reason, you'll know the reason right away.
Well,
I don't think you'll
it
know
will be
right
clear.
away.
It will be clearer than other
See,
situations.
I don't know about that. Sometimes you're so blinded by emotions that you even like 2 days, like you kind of sit, you reflect, and you're like, wow, that makes sense. And yeah, sometimes the way some people reflect is just
Different than
making them
others.
feel better.
Right.
So I agree with you on that 100%. But on a person by person basis, if you're actually good at self reflection, you will find answers later than in a moment.
Agreed. But I will say that trying to find those answers and like desperately trying to find them is not very good.
No, it's
you
very
gotta let
different.
them just happen on their own.
I can
You
see
know?
that.
That's more so of what it is. So like, do I agree with it entirely? No, but like I can see why people use it as like. This doesn't sound really bad. I don't even want to say it, but like,
Say it.
like, because it's not really like a coping mechanism,
It
but
is.
like a lot of people use it as one,
Me.
Yeah.
and I feel like it's kind of
Since 6th grade.
Literally.
no, not that
I
like.
still don't know the reason.
I just feel like it's really unfair to use it as a coping mechanism, because it's like you just want to find the reason so bad that you'll do anything to find it, instead of just like letting things just happen in life because they do,
That makes sense.
you know.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
The only reason why I say it that way is because I'm just a very logical
Put
person,
it
though.
there.
I'm not a very like,
Yeah,
you know.
that
But,
makes sense.
Nicholas.
sorry, Christina. I still love
I
you.
know, I
Sorry.
feel attacked.
Please don't. I'm sorry.
So I'm not the biggest fan of the saying, but I kind of agree with it. It's just, I feel like it's so easy to just say, yeah, everything happens for a reason, whatever. And then you just sit on it and then you see. That's why I just hate it, because it's like, oh, this is happening for a reason, even if it's bad. And then you'll see the outcome of it. So I understand that it's annoying being like, oh,
What's the reason?
yeah. And you
Yeah.
have to wait on it. So.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It is time to
Well, yeah.
ask each other our
Bum,
own
bum,
questions.
Bum.
We've been coming up with some questions. We're going to single people out. I think it's going to be really fun.
Christopher.
Yes.
Have you ever been caught doing the act?
Oh.
And if so, by who and where?
During
What?
it?
Yes?
Like walked in and seen it?
Or almost.
I don't know.
Almost has happened a few times.
I feel like almost has happened to everybody.
But
in
never,
doing the deed.
never in the midst of. Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get some juicy story.
Sorry, that was disappointing.
My question had so much promise and really just.
Maybe you asked the wrong person.
Nicholas.
You don't get to ask the same question to both of us.
Oh, he doesn't want to answer.
This is
it,
to
that's
single
why.
people out.
Nicholas.
We're
I get to
singling
answer.
people out.
I get to ask a question, Nicholas. Have you ever been walked in on
No,
while
you
doing the
can't.
nasty?
And if so, when? By
No,
who?
this is my question.
And what position?
What? No, I don't want to.
I'm kidding.
I can't believe I helped you ask that.
I'm
All right,
kidding.
I'm
You
asking
go.
the next
Got it.
question. Mike,
Oh.
what's a secret you've never told anybody?
Ooh.
Oh.
Why would I say that on here?
Because that's the thing.
I'm just gonna.
Christina's like, why the fuck did you agree to do this today?
What a dick.
It's a question, you
So you-
fucking
It's a good-
asshole.
Oh, sorry, I'm drinking my White Claw.
This is
That's
gonna be
Black
really
Cherry
hard for
flavored.
people to listen to.
Yeah,
I feel
no.
like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on?
It's a lot of shit going on.
All right, Nick,
Chris,
when was the last time you apologized and really meant it?
Ooh.
apologize and really meant it?
Yeah, not like a fake apology, like a real, sincere, genuine apology.
I know, I'm trying to think. The last time I apologized to someone.
Because I know the last one I know of, but I don't know if there's been one since.
That I apologized to
Yeah.
someone? What was it?
Volleyball.
With who? That was not this
It was
season.
last season. Oh, so Annie was playing.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, I guess that was a while ago. So, when was the last time you genuinely, heartfeltly apologized to somebody?
Trying to think.
We got time.
He's like, I know.
For those of you listening on Apple Podcasts, Nick has a
I'm
magnificent
pondering.
mustache, and he's twirling it as he ponders the last time he heartfeltly apologized.
I don't know. I don't know the last time I apologized. It might have been that. What I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe he hasn't done anything to apologize for.
Or I just didn't.
Or
Or maybe he
Right.
just, or maybe Nick's
Because
just
I'm
an
so
ass and just
perfect.
doesn't apologize for
He's
anything.
So perfect.
All right, well,
There you go, one for nines.
nice. I got one for
I
you.
have one.
Alright, I guess I'll just use that one.
I have one loaded up. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
So,
Do you want to tell the story?
But I told someone to shut the fuck up across the gym. Yeah.
Told or screamed?
Well, I screamed it because they were
Yeah,
across the
makes
gym.
sense. I wasn't even there, and I knew.
Yeah,
you screamed
because
it.
she was saying some stupid shit to me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I screamed back at
and
her.
then you apologize.
I said sorry to her.
That's nice. Did she say sorry to you?
I don't know. But we're really cool, so it's
Okay,
okay.
good.
That's good. See,
Yeah.
it brought you closer.
I don't know about closer, but yeah, we're cool.
Very cool.
Christopher,
Michael?
do you have any hidden talents? If so, what are they?
I have a very nice singing voice.
Do you actually?
I really do.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's something that I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I have a really nice singing voice.
No shit.
Yeah, I could carry a decent tune too. Yeah.
Thoughts at the time.
I could put, yeah, no, not that one. Yeah,
See, that's
why I
a
really
talent.
enjoy karaoke. Yeah, or Nick, I'm sorry, but he's asked me 2 questions, so I feel like I have to return the favor. What's the most embarrassing text on your phone right now?
Oof. See, that's a good one. That's like a dare. Like, show us the most embarrassing. That's a dare.
What is it? I want to know.
I'm gonna look.
Without
Break.
dropping
Yeah.
everything.
I'm very curious to see what this is because
Embarrassing?
embarrassing.
Guess this is embarrassing. I was complaining to my friend how how I have the best personality ever, and it's gotten me nowhere.
Aw.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. That was
Yeah.
I'm asking to Chris because I just asked one to Mike. What's your biggest fantasy?
Oof.
Wow.
Oh, easy.
I know what you're gonna say. That's a
Easy.
stupid question.
So easy.
Yeah.
3-time Survivor player, right? First time, fans versus favorites, go far. Don't win. They bring me back the second time. Fans versus favorites again, this time I'm a favorite. I win, swimmingly. Best social game anyone's ever seen. Right? Third time, all winners. I win again. 2-time Survivor winner. $3 million in the bank. Easy.
Nicholas,
Michael,
Rate your top 5 friends from least to your favorite if you can't drink.
That's fucked up. This kid has like 400 friends, so like
know, that's the
he's
point.
about to upset 395 people.
Like out of
I have to
that
put it
corporate.
in an order.
Not all of them, just 5 from least to favorite.
I have to do least to favorite. It can't just
Yeah.
be 5 people in the
No,
group.
because that's the point of the
That's
question.
So rough.
If not, you could drink, but I don't know. I just felt like that was a good question until I eat it.
That's so fun.
You could just drink.
Apple Podcasts, I just drank.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
That,
Alright.
that's
No
a.
friends.
I have a question for Mike, and I think this is gonna go really sideways, which is why I'm really excited to ask it to him.
Jesus Christ. Am I going sideways or my answer's going to go sideways?
If you could switch genders for a day,
I was gonna ask that.
what would you do?
Oh, Jesus.
So like, you woke up, you're a woman for a day. What are you doing?
Good luck.
You can't put me on the spot with that question.
I just did.
I would have to think about it.
That's so much easier than a question you just put Nick on.
Yeah,
the
what the
spot
fuck?
with. But you draw the line at that.
You know what? Actually, I can't answer this. I would see, like, this is going to sound fucked up, but I would see, like, how much free shit I can get and, like, how much I could get away with, like being a girl. What do you mean?
Bullshit.
What do you mean?
It's not a thing.
Oh, so you telling me every time you go to the bar, you pay for all your drinks?
Yeah.
Since when? Every girl ever gets every drink.
So you
brought
want a
for me.
free drink? That's what you want to do as
No,
a girl?
I just want to see how much, like if
Attention
this thing.
you get.
No,
Yeah,
I
like,
respect
wanna-
that
wanna
answer.
see,
honestly,
I want to see if this thing was true of like how much like free shit women get. That's all.
I respect
That's
that
probably what I
answer.
do.
Yeah.
So I'd probably spend the whole day like going to like random places that are like very popular and seeing how much I could get away with.
That was better than I thought that was gonna be.
I thought he was
very
gonna say
conservative.
something different.
Why would I
Yeah.
say anything like that on a podcast?
Then drink.
Anything like what?
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know what you're doing. Please elaborate.
What am I with Dumb and Dumber here? I'm gonna X this one for the both of you, because this relates for both of you. Do either of you have a favorite sibling? And if so, who? Because you both have 2 siblings.
I really don't. Like, I really, like, the both of them are so annoying in their own unique way. Like, I'm gonna drink.
Damn.
Chris is drinking.
I'm just gonna drink to that.
Nick is drinking.
You like make me choose.
Yeah.
Your questions are so harsh.
Mike, rate your
You gotta
parents.
save one person you're friends with.
I don't know. I thought it was a good question.
It was a good question, but I
They're
don't
good
wanna answer
questions, but I can't answer
Could
these.
you answer it? Because you have 5, right?
Well, I have 1 sister and 4 step siblings.
Okay.
it.
So.
Who's your favorite?
I feel like by default the sister would get it.
He's like, no. Yeah, exactly.
Debated.
I drank to my own question. What a joke.
Mike,
Oh, there we go.
Why am I getting attacked?
You're not.
I asked you a question, then I asked Chris, and I'm going back to you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure.
What is your worst bad habit?
That's a good question. Mine is biting my nails.
Do you actually bite your nails?
I
Yeah.
do. I do too, but my worst bad habit? No, I'm trying to think of like a good one that's like not like, oh, biting my nails.
Chris's face was like,
My actually no, I think it's my I don't know if this is a bad habit, but it's something I do a lot. It's like I have a very inconsistent sleeping schedule.
Yeah, it's a bad.
Yeah,
Like
for
I'm
sure.
not
Your
like
bad sleeping habits. Both of you. When was the last time you made someone cry?
you might not even know.
I do.
Yeah, well,
I'm not answering it.
Oh my god.
I
That was
can't.
so fast.
No,
Okay,
because
sorry.
I was trying to think and I was like, oh nope, there it is. Yeah, I can't answer
I'm
it.
so
Last
curious
time
now.
I made someone cry?
Yeah.
Have I ever made someone cry? I'm sure I have, but
I'm sure I have.
it's probably my parents. One of them. Probably my
What was
mom.
the question?
Wow, that's fucked.
You made your mom cry?
I'm sure I have.
Aww.
Probably.
Poor Grace.
Alright.
I don't
Thank
know.
you thank you for answering that.
I'm not answering mine. There's no amount of money you can give me for me to answer.
I have
No
$2.
No chance.
Fuck.
Because it's really bad,
What
so
did you do?
I'm not answering it.
So you're not Mr. Nice Guy.
I am.
Oh.
Nicholas, what is your most absurd deal breaker?
If she doesn't have her driver's license,
That I respect that.
Yeah, that's like
It's
that's like
niche
borderline
enough.
absurd, but like that's a good one.
yeah, I've talked to someone that told me they didn't have their license.
Yeah.
I'm
Who's
like,
that? I don't know if I want to ask this question still. They've been asked to both of you. If you could date 2 people at once, would you do it? And if so, who?
Who?
Who? I'm not telling you who.
So drink.
Wait, there's a lot of basis context for this question.
What do
Like,
you mean 2 people?
yeah, what do you mean 2
Like,
people?
Like, I would have 2 girlfriends,
No,
or I
they
would
would
have.
they would both know and they'd both be cool with it.
Oh,
That's
Rebel.
interesting.
Yeah.
you mean I mean, huh? I don't know. I probably wouldn't be able to because like not that I'm a jealous person, but like I kind of don't want to share my person with anybody else. So probably not.
Be a lot on you too, especially like
Oh yeah.
this one wants this one wants that.
And
Let
it's
alone
like-
Christmas.
Then they're getting jealous.
Okay.
Would you rather have to walk around naked for a day or have your thoughts displayed as thought bubbles for everyone to read?
Oh, naked for a
Ooh.
day, 100%. Not even a question.
Yeah, definitely.
Not
naked for
even a
day.
question. My head is a fucked up place.
Yeah, no one can know what's
As
going
fucked
on
up
in
as
my
my
head.
ass is, my head is far worse.
Is it though?
There.
Your
Plus,
ass
I,
is out of control.
I could probably make a decent amount of money if I walked around naked for a day, because everyone would know. So I'd be like, all right, might as well continue down this path now. Have you ever let someone take the blame for something you did?
I have, and not only that, I've told the person like later on because I felt so guilty about it that it was me.
What was it?
Sorry.
The second part of that question
You don't
was,
just get
if
away
so,
with a
what?
yes or no. That's the point.
Or is he drinking?
Exactly.
Mike's pondering,
Yeah.
twirling his
Might as well
beard.
drink, honestly.
Oh, thanks. Great influence.
I want to
Um,
hear it. I don't want you to drink.
3rd or 4th grade,
Okay.
and I called this girl really fat, and like, but I didn't say it loud enough for her to hear me. I said it like, oh, like you're fat. Like, and like she thought it was someone else, and she started screaming and like hysterical cried to the teacher,
Oh.
and like that person got in trouble, and I kind of remember like standing there like and just watching it unfold, and I just went like it was me, and I like rose my hand up, and the teacher was like, what? I was like, yeah, like I said it was me, like I'm sorry, and then I like got in trouble.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for sharing.
Anytime. Chris. Say 2 honest things about me and Nick.
Oof.
Okay, honest could be good, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming you mean...
No, honest. Just any 2 genuine, not good or bad, like just two genuine
so-
things.
Do one good and
Yeah, I
one
was
bad
gonna
for
say,
each
can I
of us.
modify this? I'm gonna...
Yes.
We did this.
Can I do a glow and a grow?
Yes.
Yeah, we did this.
A what?
A glow and a grow.
What the hell's a
A
glow and a
glow
A
and
grow?
glow is
Grow.
something that you shine through, and a grow is something that you need to kind of find your way
We
through.
did this. This is fun.
Yeah. All right. I'll start with Nick. Nick, you have a lot of passion for everything. Everything that you do, you commit to 100%, like you said before. It's very admirable. You need to control your temper.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's the most obvious thing, and not that it's obvious in a bad way, but you know it. You know, it's something that you've been working on. It's something that's gotten better since we've met for sure.
Yeah.
But it's something that still will continue to get you in trouble as long as you don't curb it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say his temper? Because I agree. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention at all. Sorry, I was doing something for work. Some
It's fun. It's okay,
clients
it's alright, it's alright.
bugging
No,
my
you're good.
fucking
You're
balls.
good. Bleep that.
Mike.
I'm scared.
Mike, you really fucking suck at fantasy football. You really do. You are really, really good at board games. Like, disgustingly good.
Thank you.
And poker is, but like anytime you have to conceal what you're thinking, I get scared. So
Thanks.
I think if you maybe did that a little bit more in your real life, not like hiding what you feel, but just maybe not wearing your heart on your sleeve as much, specifically with women, because unfortunately on Staten Island, that's not, well, like we talked about, that's not really acceptable. Especially in a dating phase, it's more acceptable when you get into that second phase. I think you'd probably have more success.
Wow, that was good. Thanks,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Wow. That's nice.
Why didn't you say something about Chris?
Yeah.
I don't know a bad thing about you, so like I don't know.
Nick.
Nick probably would know a bad thing about you, but
Nick's like, which one?
you're definitely one of the most genuine people I've ever met. I tell
like-
everyone. I know like a lot of people, and like out of like the short list of genuine people, like you're definitely up there for sure.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
But like I don't really know a bad thing about you.
Good thing about you is, well, there's a lot, but this is one of them.
Thank you.
You always you say how it is, even if it's bad or something that I wouldn't want to hear. You just say it, and it's good because that's your honesty, and sometimes it just needs to be said.
Thank you.
And that's a good thing.
I appreciate that.
A bad thing.
I have one. Can I talk off camera?
I mean, it's your show.
Yeah, it's your show. We're just
You
living
can
in
hear
it.
me?
Excuse me, Mr. President.
I think he's very, very hard on himself.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give himself credit for anything that he does.
Yeah.
One little thing is like the end of the world for you, but there's so many good things that you do.
You do?
I'm trying really hard to
But
still
you
appreciate
forget
it for it.
to give yourself credit for the things you are doing. So I think that's something you can work
That's
on.
very true.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
That was a good one.
That was a good
Thank you, I
one.
know.
You guys gonna do each other now? Being that I did both of you,
Oh shit. I didn't think about
right?
that. Yeah, I forgot.
I gotta think of a bad. Actually, no, I got it. Actually, I was gonna say I haven't known Nick for that long, but I've been out over his house enough to know him by now. So
He goes, I have to. Oh, got it.
the worst thing that I hate about Nick, that I tell him all the time, is that if you tell him one little thing wrong, you're getting the attitude immediately.
Oh, so the temper. That's what.
Temper's out of control. Like today, I was like, yo, like just meet me here, cause like I'm gonna leave my house. And he's like, oh, you're not gonna wait 2 minutes for me?
If I read the messages, you guys would be like, "What the fuck?"
You're not gonna wait 2 minutes for
What did
me?
you say?
Immediate sass.
What was that laugh?
I don't know.
He
I
literally
appreciate
he
it,
said he had to go home, shave, and eat or whatever, and I was like, "Okay, well I'll be home in 2 minutes, so just wait for me." He's like, "I'll meet you there." I'm like, "Bro, what?" I literally drive you all like I've been driving you around for so long. You couldn't wait 2 minutes for me.
Yeah, but you could have said it in a nicer way.
I
Anyway,
was
not the
texting
point.
you. It's a text. How mean can a text be?
Well, you said, "Hey, douchebag." No, I'm kidding.
Like the first thing that came to my mind is Nick's probably the closest. The closest I've ever gotten with to somebody, like in a super quick time.
Aw.
Like I've never
Play
gone.
the song.
I've definitely never
What
gotten as
song?
close to somebody like this quickly in my life. Bromance.
You know the song?
No, I just.
Oh, you played it the other day.
Something good about Mike is I feel like whenever I text you or call you, you answer right away.
I am
Like
very
just
good.
always answer me.
Very
Always there
reliable.
when I text you or call you. So that's amazing.
Thanks.
Especially when I'm hungry, we want to get food, and you're always down for it.
The best is when Nick's phone's on Do Not Disturb. He's definitely sleeping.
Yes.
And I've woken him up many times before that.
I don't think the two of you smiled so wildly the whole podcast before you started saying good things about each other.
Bromance.
That's so cute. So say the bad thing now.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. I would love to hear it.
Let's ruin this friendship.
Now that I feel threatened.
Choose wisely.
Are you trying to think of a bad thing for Mike? It's not like I mean, it's something that you need to work on.
Height.
I mean,
You didn't even hear
Wow, really?
Oh, he didn't.
I didn't even say that.
You said height.
You said it.
Damn.
Fuck with you, I love you.
You
I
know,
love you.
I really
Come
make
on.
up for my height in other ways.
I
because
know.
I'm small.
You
I
thought
know.
I have
know.
a great personality.
You
Yeah,
thought I
and-
said it.
And
though.
package. Okay.
You were attacking me.
Oh, Nick. Did you think of anything?
I'm gonna say that I had to drive every single time. Now you got a car, so it's different, but that was
Yeah,
definitely a
I mean,
bad thing.
It was horrible.
just-
If not having a license is a deal breaker for
Yeah.
romance, I'm sure not having a car is not a deal breaker
I felt
because
very
clearly you
depressed.
guys are friends, but for a friendship it makes it hard for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It makes sense.
It was terrible.
I have a question for the both of you. I'm so excited to ask it, and I'm not taking any part in answering it at all. This studio is on fire. It's burning down. There's 4 of us, right? You both have 2 arms. You can't save all 3 of us. Which 2 of us you dragging out of here?
I'm
What?
included in this?
Yeah.
What a stupid question.
That's so mean.
How about this? I'm dying.
Well, that's not.
No, you how are you gonna drag all 3 of us out without
So you're,
dragging?
you're killing all of us.
No, I'm making you guys go out first, and I'll take the hit.
That feels
You
like
could only see.
You don't like this question, Mike, right?
that feels like a cop
To
out.
choose between people? 'Cause you asked me 2 of those.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Is there a way to save?
No, there's not.
Okay, I can actually answer.
I'm drinking. I'm not choosing between people again. Well, yeah.
I really should have just asked Mike this because you've been through enough. Enough choosing.
Choose between my friends, family.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll drink. For your Apple Podcast listeners, we've changed the flavor from black cherry to raspberry now.
Oh man.
That was disappointing for you. That we didn't
No,
answer.
I made everyone uncomfortable, so I definitely set out to do what I wanted to do.
What's the last lie you told, and who was it to?
I could say the biggest lie.
I'll drink to the
Okay.
biggest lie.
I told my best friend like I was
You're
at
drinking to the biggest
Yeah.
lie?
I was at a girl's house and I told my best friend that I was somewhere else like on purpose because I didn't want him to know where I was.
What was his relation to the girl?
What?
Did he have any relation to the girl?
No. He just wanted to hang out with me and I told him no because I got to do something with my mom and I was like I just went to hang out with a girl instead.
Who was it? Not the girl, but
The friend.
the friend that you lied to.
Say it will be bleeped. It's Nick.
Was it me?
No.
Who was it?
It's no one important. It's just that's just the biggest lie.
You said it was your best friend.
No, I didn't say my best friend.
You did.
No, I said I lied to a friend. I told my best friend like I was
You're
at.
drinking-
Wow, what a
Who was it?
rewind.
Doesn't matter.
No, that was part of the question.
Yeah.
You got this
No
far,
comment.
so either you
You
drink
can't-
for the rest
I'll
of the
I'll shotgun immediately before I answer this question.
Oh my god.
He can't even look me in the eye.
I mean, it was
Yes,
Nick.
It's 100% Nick.
It's okay. You could lie to me.
It wasn't you.
You swear?
Definitely Nick.
No comment.
Oh man. All right.
Good sketch.
What else do we got?
Oh, can we go back to yours? You got anything for you?
Yeah, you got any other good ones?
Yes. All right. Have you ever been cheated on or helped somebody else cheat on their partner?
Is it bad that I've done both?
Well,
Oh.
you've been a cheater and a cheaty.
I've been both twice,
Oh.
and when I was the cheatee, I didn't know,
Okay.
but cheated on obviously twice.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
Have you ever been cheated on
No.
or been the other person?
No.
No. Drink.
No.
Nick?
Yeah,
Um,
I answered honestly. Why am I drinking? And why am I listening to you?
I can't confirm if I got cheated on, but I feel like I have. Cause I
You
was,
would know. I'm not saying.
No,
I'm
not,
Not
necessarily.
necessarily.
I was talking to a girl, and then she told me about like some guys she used to talk to. Then once me and her stopped talking, they just were dating,
Oh, they definitely.
Oh, I
we
know
talked
what this
before.
is.
and they've hung out like when we were talking, cause they had like a big friend group and stuff, and like I was like, okay, whatever. So
The big friend group.
I could have gotten
Disgusting.
cheated on.
Last question. What bridges are you glad that you burned?
What a great question.
I'm glad that as I got older, I've burned the bridges of all the toxic people that were in my life. Our groups in high school are a lot different than they are now.
Of course.
Yes. Very true.
And like a lot of that had to do with like high school drama and like random ass like high school bullshit that like we had to deal with because we were in high school. Not much.
We
of
would look back now at the people we hung out with and be like,
yeah, and like laugh and then be like,
Yeah.
why would we go that low to hang out with
yeah,
those kids?
like scoff.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I got you. I had to say it audibly for the Apple Podcast.
The Apple
viewers.
Podcast viewers
If
were
you stuck around for this long, God bless you.
we're in disgust by our toxicity.
Toxicity.
Great song.
What song?
Toxicity. You don't know the song?
The Britney Spears one?
No,
It's toxic.
the other song.
I don't know toxicity.
Say it.
I'll play a few in after the podcast.
Ah. Toxicity.
He's like we're in SpongeBob.
Toxicity, yeah. Don't go toxicing down on me. My hidden talent is no longer hidden. The person in my life that I'm really happy I cut ties with, I feel like just, and it's nothing against them. No, it is something against them actually. They're
Fuck them.
from what I,
Cocksuckers.
from the person that they were, the last time I spoke to them,
I know.
they were not a great person.
I'm sorry.
One of my very good friends at the time, we spent almost every day together. I was very attracted to her. She knew that. Kind of led me on. We'll say she didn't. Agree to disagree.
For argument's sake.
Yeah, agree to disagree. Might have also just been, I'm a little high school person. But she also did a bunch of shady stuff. Then decided to date one of my very good friends not without telling me, because then it sounds like, oh, you should have told me. But also, like, as my friend and as like, you both know how I feel. You probably should have just given me a heads up before it started. So I don't have a problem saying that. Then she cheated on him and broke up with him on his birthday.
Nice.
And that was when I was officially like, okay, I'll cut the tie. Very happy I cut that tie.
Well,
Not
look
somebody
where you are now.
Yeah, not
Look where you are
somebody I
now.
need to
Fuck that
associate
bitch.
with ever
Fuck
again.
that bitch.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
Same route as Chris.
Yeah.
It was a girl. She didn't have her shit together, and it was more of like babysitting sometimes. It was just too much going on, and she was
sorry.
crazy.
I hope she got the help she needed, but no, you don't have to cut this. She knows.
I think she's in a relationship now.
He goes, how she knows.
With like a 35-year-old guy that's a
Yeah.
firefighter.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Firefighter.
Fuck that bitch too.
Oh,
Any
man.
last thoughts?
About the pod or about the question?
Anyway.
No, again, I just...
White Claw, just sponsor us. We drank a lot of you today.
We should
By
do
a
it.
lot.
We should do a cheers, the three of us, to end it.
We
Yeah.
should.
Sure.
I should have shotgun right now, right on camera.
You said
Yeah,
you...
we said that
Yeah, the
an
whole
hour
time.
ago.
Are you gonna do it now?
Yeah, why don't you just do it?
You gonna-
Do
Is it gonna go on the
do
pod?
It, do it. Where's the can? Oh my god.
You're a fucking asshole.
My dish
You just
out.
got hit with air, you clown.
It
It's not
wasn't
even-
air.
Air's not wet.
This is such a bad idea. There's so much electronics everywhere.
Oh my god. He's good.
He's so happy with himself.
I really am. But this is so
that
degenerate.
exploded everywhere.
No, it didn't. This one exploded over me.
Oh.
Yeah, my leg's wet.
Oh.
You can't cut this. I'm sorry. This can't get cut.
No, because you made me laugh. You go, my leg.
It
It's
is.
on the floor.
Are you gonna finish
It's
it?
actually not that bad. No, I got it all over me because you made me laugh. Alright, don't put this in the pot.
No,
This is stupid.
this has to
I
stay
am.
No,
in.
this
No,
has
you
to go
can't.
in.
This has to stay in.
This has to stay in. But you just all of a sudden, we're gonna cut and
Are
your
you gonna-
shirt is so.
Are you gonna finish it?
Oh.
My leg's dry now. All right. Thank you again, Christina, and Rosie, who's not here this week, for having us. I think after this episode, Rosie's not going to want to go on vacation anymore, and if she does, Christine is definitely going to find someone else to shoot the podcast with. But yeah, thank you guys.
I'm such a mess.
Gonna have
This is all
14
Chris's fault.
The Apple podcast viewers are going to be so confused by the 14 minutes of laughing that close
You
out
need
this
to watch
podcast.
All right.
this episode.
Apple
Yeah.
Podcast listeners, I spilled the drink all over myself because Chris made me laugh.
Make sure you check us out on YouTube because I don't think listening to this podcast will do it justice. I think this is one that you definitely need to see.
This is probably our last podcast together because Christina's like, fuck you guys. You just made a mess everywhere.
Including
There's a
my
little
leg.
puddle.
Thank you guys if you made it through this. So much for watching.
That was in English.
Don't-
That needs to be reset.
Oh, that was English.
It was English.
No, it was
That
not.
was perfect English.
Was it?
He said, thank you guys so much.
If you made it through this for watching.
You're not driving home.
I had two White Claws. I'm not even drunk.
He literally made perfect sense and you think he's not speaking English.
But, what?
Watching you guys thank you for must. Is that better for you?
No, that was outrageous.
Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it through this whole thing. This beautiful train wreck.
Don't forget to.
Oh, I'm doing that too.
He's doing the don't forget to. What are you looking at me for?
He's literally not looking.
How many things do I gotta do? Oh God.
Just say, thank
Right.
you guys for watching, whatever. And don't forget. And then he goes.
Okay.
I'll just insert me and Rosie
Yeah.
here.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget
To stay valid.
Stay authentic.
No.
and
Yeah, you
stay
fucked up.
real.
Stay real.
my god.
You have to say 2 words, Mike.
Stay real.
There you go.
Bro.
Sorry.
Whatever of that drink didn't get on my leg of your shirt went straight to your head. Well, thank you guys so much for watching if you made it all the way through this. And don't forget
To stay real.
Stay authentic.
and stay
stay
valid.
valid.